What happens if Kylie Jenner dies? Just imagine what would really happen if Kylie Jenner, our well-known neighborhood media personality and businesswoman, was to suddenly pass away or just disappear. Would Keeping Up with the Kardashians go on, and what would happen to Kylie Cosmetics? In 2017, the bizarre conspiracy that Kylie Jenner is dead and has been replaced by a clone that looks nothing like her started on Twitter and ended up with more than 15,000 likes. What if we were to discover that it was actually true? Keep watching today's video to find out. Who is this famed socialite? As most of us already know, Kylie Kristen Jenner is a famous reality television star, designer, model, and much more. Keeping Up with the Kardashians, a reality television series, is how she and her family originally rose to fame. At that point, the show focused primarily on her elder stepsister, Kim Kardashian's high-profile scandals. However, Kylie soon bloomed on her own as she and Kendall Jenner started their own fashion lines such as Kendall and Kylie. At one point, the duo even dipped into writing with a ghost-written teenage sci-fi novel titled Rebels: City of Indra. Kylie eventually got into modeling and starred in multiple commercials, as well as music videos. Currently, she is among the most followed celebrities on Instagram. She continued pursuing other avenues and launched her own lipstick brand called Kylie Lip Kit and hair extension line Kylie Hair Couture. In 2014 and 2015, Kylie Jenner managed to make it on Time magazine's most influential teens list. Eventually, Kylie managed to get her own series in 2017 called Life of Kylie. However, the show didn't last as long as many thought it would have. Neither E!, the cable network which produced the show, nor Kylie Jenner addressed exactly why the show got canceled. However, it was reported that the television series struggled to capture the audience's attention and had low rating. What's Kylie worth? Kylie Jenner has one of the largest wealth among her notorious family, but exactly how much is her net worth? Despite having her billionaire status revoked when back in 2020, Forbes announced her the world's youngest self-made billionaire, but unfortunately canceling the title a year later, she is still considerably wealthy. In the most unexpected turn of events, we now know because of Forbes that Kylie Cosmetics is, quote, significantly smaller and less profitable than the family has spent years leading the cosmetics industry and media outlets to believe. However, Kylie Jenner's empire is still hugely successful. Her net worth, according to Forbes, is realistically around $900 million. The youngest Kardashian earns a considerable amount from Keeping Up with the Kardashians. The show has been running for about 15 years now, and back in 2017, Variety documented that the Kardashians signed a below $100 million deal with the network company to continue Keeping Up with the Kardashians till 2020. TMZ also reports that E! the network doesn't pay the cast members individually. Instead, it's the family's decision on how the money is split amongst them. Now, when specifically talking about Kylie, her salary may be lower, as hasn't appeared in as many of the episodes as the others, since she took almost an entire season off in 2017 due to her secret pregnancy, although this is speculation. We can guess her cut to be about $4.5 million per season, a considerable amount. Kylie Jenner fortified her place at the top of the youngest earners list at the end of 2019 when she sold 51% of her brand, primarily selling makeup products to multinational beauty company Coty Inc. for about $600 million. Kylie Cosmetics was a showstopper from the start. It reportedly raked in $400 million in revenue in the first 18 months of its creation. At the time of the sale, Kylie Cosmetics was valued at $1.2 billion, so it is safe to say that the business mogul still acquires a hefty paycheck from her remaining 49% share in the company. According to Hopper HQ, she ended up on the top of the Instagram rich list in that same month, so another safe assumption is that she rakes in on average $1.266 million per sponsored social media post. The richest of all the Kardashians is still Kim, the one that began raking in the big bucks from the start. Kardashian is now worth about $1.4 billion, while Forbes has put her overall value at $1 billion even. Kylie has a significant number of other assets too. This includes her luxury homes such as the property in Hidden Hills, California, worth around $12 million, an apartment in Beverly Hills Mansion, California, worth an estimated $13.5 million, and one property in Holmby Hills, a mansion worth $36.5 million. The near-billionaire also has an impressive collection of collectible and highly valued cars, including but not limited to quite a few Ferraris, a Lamborghini Aventador, Rolls-Royce Phantom, a great red Mustang, and a vintage Rolls-Royce. Her total wealth reserve from these beauties can be speculated to be more than $30 million. Who gets the fortune? Now, let's talk about the scenario that Kylie Jenner does pass away suddenly. Who would get the fortune that she leaves behind? It is safe to say that the value of Kylie Cosmetics may suffer a hit, but it is not too far of an assumption to believe that the value might actually go up in the event of such a tragedy. With that being the case, all eyes would be on the company values at $1.2 billion, wouldn't they? Kylie Jenner has 2 children fathered by Travis Scott. We already know much about Stormi Webster, the adorable 4-year-old who will never have to work a day in her life thanks to her famous and super rich parents. The young girl is well known in the media for her designer outfits, luxury playhouse, and extravagant birthday parties, and as expected already has a huge net worth. Stormi's net worth is reportedly around $726 million. And this is not just because of her famous parents' huge bank balances, but also due to the fact that Kylie has already filed several trademarks under Stormi's name so that she can sell products with the moniker on when she's older, just like her mom. According to a study by Slotsup, Stormi is one of the richest celebrity kids set to inherit a massive fortune, beating Kim Kardashian's child North and Beyoncé and Jay-Z's firstborn, Blue Ivy. Kylie Jenner's second child, who she welcomed into this world just this year and recently shared the name of Wolf Webster, is probably not much behind his sister Stormi in terms of net worth. Kylie gave birth to the baby boy on the 2nd of February, a day after she celebrated her daughter Stormi's 4th birthday with boyfriend Travis Scott. We know Kylie Jenner to be a contributor to many charities that help different humanitarian causes. She is an ambassador for Smile Train, which is a charity that finances surgeries for people with cleft lips and palates, mainly children, in the world. It also provides speech therapy, dental and emotional support, and nutrition services. In 2016, Kylie gave the organization 100% of the earnings of a special lip kit she sold to the public, which in the end had totaled almost $500,000. She also donated $1 million to assist individuals fighting the consequences of the Australian wildfires back in 2020. With all these examples, we can say that some of her massive wealth may end up going to different charities. The bizarre Twitter conspiracy. A couple of years ago, a weirdly shocking rumor started floating around on different social media platforms that Kylie Jenner was actually dead. The conspiracy is somewhat traced back to a single tweet, one that was most likely a joke. The tweet said, "New conspiracy theory, Kylie Jenner died in 2013 and was replaced with a clone who looks nothing like her." It is rooted in the debate of how different Kylie looks now compared to her old 2013 self, and the tweet weirdly collected some traction. Things continued to spiral and get worse as internet detectives began to say that Kylie had actually been replaced by a clone who had a similar appearance, although with some major differences, and acted like the reality TV star. After Kylie famously got her first ever dose of lip filler, fans and haters spread theories that the beauty had died and been replaced by a clone, since the new Kylie simply looked too different to be the same person. Soon after the wild theory emerged, Kylie Jenner had to come clean that she had got fillers injected into her lips after previously vehemently denying any cosmetic surgeries. Now, imagine Kylie actually died. Would the Kardashians go to these lengths to keep their show going? Will we ever really find out? These aren't the only crazy conspiracy theories about the Kardashians that centered around Kylie. Back in 2018, speculation loomed regarding Kim's pregnancy, and a rumor started that Kylie was actually the surrogate for Kim's baby, since Kylie had been completely out of sight for months. But eventually, it was revealed that this was due to her own pregnancy that she was keeping under wraps when she posted a picture of Stormi's hand as she presented the baby to the world for the very first time. And that's all for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed our content and want more, then don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell icon so you never miss out on one of our videos. Stay tuned until next time.